whatever the shiny new toy that we're playing with. Back then it was the mobile internet and smartphones. Now, of course, it's artificial intelligence. It doesn't matter, because this is always going to be a story about people and about humanity. And even at this moment in time where it seems our entire civilization is on the brink of reimagination, this, as professionals in the optical space, is something we have to remember. This will always be a story about us. So with that framing in mind, I want to take you on a little journey today and think about how AI is not just going to change our world and how we work, but critically how it's going to change us. So let's start at the beginning of this, because I want you to imagine what a world transformed by not just AI, but critically AI agents is going to be like. Now, you notice I didn't just say AI. A couple of years ago, if you asked someone what AI was, they had a pretty clear answer. It was ChatGPT, this magical new toy that we all discovered. But fast forward a couple of years and things are moving quickly. And a lot of it is to do with the device that we've been speaking about today, these incredible AI glasses. Now, why are these important? It isn't just that they're a breakthrough device, because the introduction of these glasses showed a world in which AI was no longer just a chatbot answering questions, but it was multimodal. And what that means is, as you've learned already, is that you've now got glasses that give AIs themselves vision. They can see things. They can describe the world to you. They can translate a menu. And this was sort of the bridging step to the next phase of AI, which has just started really about 3 or 4 months ago, which is the rise of AI agents. Now, at CES this year, Samsung introduced a new fridge. It's always difficult when you're a fridge manufacturer to kind of make it sexy and interesting, right? So this was an interesting twist. It scans all the food you put into it. It keeps a track of the kinds of things you tend to buy. And then when you're running out of things, it automatically uses an AI agent to talk to Instacart to replace the order so that your fridge is always full of the stuff you normally buy. Now, it sounds like a small example, but it's just a very small step towards a world in which all of our daily lives are orchestrated and transformed by these little fragments of intelligence that are operating on our behalf. So what is an AI agent? An AI agent is a system for taking action. Unlike a traditional AI chatbot, it hasn't just learnt about the world from studying all of our texts, usually romance novels and Twitter and Reddit. What could possibly go wrong when we train AIs on that stuff, right? It instead can use tools. It can search the web. It can interact with different systems. Let me explain this in terms I think you probably best understand, which is the difference between how your children use AI to cheat on their homework 2 years ago and today, right? So 2 years ago, your kids would have been using ChatGPT to, help them write essays in minutes. So they might have been told to write an essay on the causes of the American Civil War, right? They would type in a question into ChatGPT, write me an essay, 500 words on this subject. Now, if they're using an AI agent, it's very different, because they would write the same question into the AI, but now the AI takes time to think, reason, and plan. It'll write itself an outline of the best way to approach the problem. It'll search the web for the latest research. It'll write a first draft. It'll come back to you and ask for some feedback. It'll then write a second draft. And so it basically can take up to 5 or 6 minutes to actually come up with an answer. But that answer will be dramatically better than anything we saw in the last few years. So given this pace of change, from chatbots to multimodal AI glasses to now embodied AI agents and soon robotics, this has all happened in 2 years. Do you think it's possible that we underestimate just how radically different the next decade might be? What do you think your practice, your business, your lives will be like in 2035?